Hey guys, Blue Jays Domain here, and we've already gone over my top free agent targets for the Blue Jays this offseason, but today I figured we could go over 5 guys that I think are just very underrated that I'd love to see the Blue Jays target. These are guys that may not have had the best season in 2024, just the buzz isn't around them for some reason. These aren't guys that are going to make headlines or even make the casual fan happy, but they are really necessary towards a team's success. Similar like the IKF signing, I guess, is like one way to do it. If you'd love to see a part 2 of this, or like to see a part 2, or like I didn't include 5 guys that you really thought were underrated, let me know in the comments, and I'd love to do a part 2 to this. Before we go any further though, be sure to subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. Let's hit 450 by the start of 2025. Now, back to the video. The first person on this list is Yoan Moncada, and I must say, I have a really good feeling that out of all the guys on the list, he is the one to sign in Toronto. The Jays have expressed interest in him in multiple occasions. Just, it feels like something that's aligning. If it's a 1-year deal, sign me up. Moncada is a third baseman by trade. He has played some second base, but that was way back in like 2018, 2017. Last year, or I guess not last year, but his slash line is .254, batting average of .331 on base percentage with a .756 OPS. But he has been bit by the injury bug over his career. Last year, he only played 12 games. The year before that, he did play 92. 2022 is kind of his last full-ish season. He did muscle out 11 home runs, though, in 2023. His ceiling is probably 2019, where he hit .315 with 25 home runs. He's also a switch hitter, which is something I just love. It adds so much versatility to the lineup, and it's something the Jays really need to take advantage of. He's not horrible defensively either. Like, he's posting field percentages at or above league average in 4 of his last 5 real seasons, which is 2019 to 2020. So that's a good thing. Like, he can fit in there and kind of platoon with Ernie Clement. Again, I like Moncada on a 1-year deal. He's great near the bottom of the order. He can add some thump if he's healthy, but the big concern is his health. The next one up is Jorge Polanco, a second baseman who played with Seattle last year. Polanco, like Moncada, is also a switch hitter, which is just lovely, man. I love switch hitters. They're just beautiful. He did have a down year, though, in Seattle, but no one kind of hits well there, but he just didn't hit well in general. He hit under 200 in Safeco, and then he hit 233 on the road, but he did have a 308 on base percentage. In Minnesota, though, before he was traded, he hovered around a 250 average with double-digit home runs, his best in 2021. Polanco fits nicely in the infield fold. Him and Moncada, if they came together, provide such a healthy competition in the infield, something the Jays just desperately need. And third man up is Canadian Mike Soroka. Soroka's super interesting. He was once a Cy Young candidate. Now he's plagued with injury troubles, and he's been turned into a bullpen piece and has a chance to find himself again. Last year, Soroka posted a .474 ERA with the White Sox. To start the year, though, Soroka was in the rotation, but he had an ERA way over 6. Then he moved to the bullpen on May 14th. After that, he pitched to a .286 ERA, striking out 60 batters. Just dominant in the bullpen. Soroka fits very well into a very bad Blue Jays bullpen. Slot in middle relief, like we're talking 6th or 7th inning. He's got some firepower in that arm. He's got some good strikeout numbers. I'd be very comfortable giving him a multi-year deal, like 2 or 3 years. And then, like, he can long relief too, because he's got the stamina, he's got the experience of being a starter. He's just a really good piece that I think the Jays have to look at. After that, I have Max Kepler, the right fielder for the Twins, was amongst Blue Jay trade chatter last offseason. Ultimately, a deal never happened, but the Jays can go back and take another swing at the lefty. Last year, Kepler slashed .253, a .302 on base percentage with a .682 OPS. The power numbers were disappointing. He only hit 8 home runs last year. The year before, he hit 24, so just not a great year. But coming off a down year, he could be cheaper, and that could benefit the Blue Jays. And Kepler could benefit in smaller stadiums in the AL East. Kepler hits the ball straight up, or a pull hitter, kind of an in-between the two, like probably a right-center gap would be the best way to say it. He hits the ball in the air over 31% of the time. Again, just another interesting candidate down towards the bottom of the lineup. He can lengthen things out, and he can provide some power. And last, but certainly not least, is Michael Conforto. The once New York Met has been living it up in the Bay Area for the last couple of years. Also a lefty hitting outfielder. Conforto can kind of play any corner position. He did play some center field too for the Mets, if I'm not mistaken. He's a career 251 hitter. Conforto knocked out 20 home runs last year in the NL West to go along with 66 RBIs, and he rocked a 309 on base percentage to go with that. Conforto probably demands a multi-year deal, and most likely he's the most expensive free agent on this list, but he's still so underrated. Like, there's guys who don't want him on their team. He provides really good power and like slots in kind of well at the top of the lineup. Like, I'd be like 5 or 6 hole hitter, I'd put him. He provides pop, pulls the ball 34% of the time. He is more of a ground ball hitter, though, compared to a fly ball hitter. I thought that was interesting, but I'm sure David Popkins can work with that when he signs inevitably with the Blue Jays, because he's going to do that. So yeah, what did you guys think of the list? Who would you add? Who did I not have? If the Jays were to sign any of these 5 guys in the list, who would you want it to be? I think I'd like it to be Mike Soroka, then Yon Moncada. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. We'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.